Hey there, NFL fanatics. It's the host with the most here, Rai, and I'm back to do another week of the NFL picks. This time for week number 11. But before I do that, NFL fanatics, I'm going to tell you out there how I did last week on my NFL picks for week number 10. I was 9 wins and 5 losses. Not bad, but I could do way better, like the previous 2 weeks. So, let's get this thing rocking and rolling, and it kicks off tonight for week 11 on Thursday Night Football between the Carolina Panthers, will be at home, versus Drew Brees and New Orleans Saints. I like Drew Brees. He's a hell of a quarterback. He won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. He came from Purdue, and that really sums it up. And Cam Newton, quarterback from the Carolina Panthers, he's having a rocky season. They're trying to push for the playoffs, but once again, I am going with the Saints. Next matchup, the Cincinnati Bengals will be at home versus the Buffalo Bills. I am picking Cincinnati. The coach for the Bengals is on the hot seat. That means he's very close to get fired. Next matchup, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. The winless Cleveland. I'm going with the Steelers. Steelers are they're not really have great chemistry right now, but they could make a push for the playoffs. They gotta win some games. If they lose to Cleveland, you will never hear the end of it. So I'm going with the Steelers. Next matchup, the Dallas Cowboys will be at home versus the Baltimore Ravens. Dallas Cowboys is on a roll, 9-1, best record in the NFC. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. Has it ever happened before? Probably been a long time, so I'm going with Dallas. Baltimore Ravens, a very, very scrappy team, you know. So once again, I'm going with Dallas. Next matchup, the Detroit Lions will be at home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with Detroit. Jacksonville is not a very, very good team to watch, from my point of view. Now, if you attended Jacksonville games, probably it's not a sellout crowd. That's not really a football town anyway. I don't think. I could be totally right. I could be totally wrong. Who knows? That's just a wild guess. Okay, anywho, next matchup, Indianapolis Colts will be at home versus the Tennessee Titans. I'm going with an upset here, Tennessee. Tennessee just demolished the Green Bay Packers last Sunday. And of course, I picked Green Bay. I don't know why, because Aaron Rodgers is Mr. Comeback, but not last Sunday, he wasn't. Okay, next matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs will be at home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going Kansas City. Kansas City is very, very tough at home. And Tampa Bay demolish my Bears. Well, Bears are just awful this year. Another rebuilding year. So I'm going with Kansas City. Kansas City is very, very... I think they're undefeated at home. Who knows? Okay, next matchup. Minnesota Vikings will be at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with Arizona. Now, the reason I am picking Arizona, they just so darn good. And the other hand, for Minnesota, they just fallen apart. The beginning of the year, they were 5-0 in the last 5 games. Beginning of the year, I'm sorry. They lost their starting running back. When he's going to come back, I don't know if he's out for the rest of the season. They fired their offense coordinator. So they were a total mess. They were on a 4-game losing streak, and they will continue against Arizona. Maybe, maybe not. But that's just my pick for the game. Okay, next matchup, Eli and the New York Giants will be at home versus the Bad News Bears, yes, for the season, the Chicago Bears. I'm going with the Giants. Giants are very clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it. They're doing it correctly so far. They're trying to catch up to Dallas, but good luck with Dallas. Dallas needs to lose some games if the Giants want to get the top spot in that division. Okay, next matchup, the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Rams in LA. They're using a college campus right now until they get a brand new stadium. Because last year they were in St. Louis. They went back to LA this off season. So that is best for business. Brand new stadium, and it's gonna look nice next year. And I'm assuming they're gonna host some other big events in the future. Super Bowl, probably WrestleMania, and all good stuff. So I'm picking the Miami. I think Miami's trying to push for the playoffs. Next matchup, Tom Brady and New England Patriots versus the rebuilding team, in my eyes, the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco, former home of WrestleMania 31. Okay, I was there a couple years ago, it seemed like it, So I'm going with Tom Brady and New England Patriots. You can never go wrong with the Patriots. I know a lot of people, or some of you, hate them with passion, but, I love Tom Brady, He's a hell of a quarterback. I like him better than other quarterbacks out there in the league. He's really legit, and he's definitely a future Hall of Famer, like I said earlier. That was a great game last Sunday. Patriots and Seattle, the rematch a couple of Super Bowls ago. Okay, next matchup, speaking of Seattle, Seattle will be home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with Seattle. You can never go wrong with Seattle at home. I know Philly is very, very tough, but good things must come to an end. So I'm going with Seattle. I'll be surprised if Philly pick up this win, especially on the road in Seattle. So next matchup for Sunday Night Football, the Washington Redskins will be at home versus the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay has been struggling, like I said earlier in this podcast. So I'm going with Washington. Next matchup for Monday Night Football, the Oakland Raiders will be at home versus the Houston Texans. So I'm going with Oakland Raiders. Oakland, I think they lead the division. So that is freaking awesome for all the Oakland Raiders fans out there. So they're very happy. If the Niners are not doing good, you always got the Oakland Raiders. But don't be a bandwagon. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. I'm not a bandwagon. I will watch the rest of the games leading up to the playoffs, Super Bowl. You guys get the drift. Now, this is the time for the percentages. So if you want to place a bet with your loved one, your friends, family, or if you want to call Vegas and who you want to bet for this weekend, you might win some money, you might lose some money, who knows. So here goes. First one is Carolina and the Saints, 69% Carolina, 31% New Orleans. Next one, Cincinnati and Buffalo matchup, 73% Cincinnati and 27% Buffalo. Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Let me start over. Not really over, but in this game, Steelers and Cleveland matchup, 96% Steelers and 4% Cleveland. So if Cleveland finds a way to win on Sunday, that'd be a mega upset if you pick them in the Pick'em League. Okay, next one, Dallas versus the Baltimore matchup, 93% Dallas and 7% the Baltimore. Detroit, Jacksonville matchup, 95% Detroit, 5% Jacksonville. Colts and Tennessee matchup, 53% Indianapolis and 47% Tennessee. Kansas City and Tampa Bay matchup, 94% Kansas City, 6% Tampa Bay. Minnesota and Arizona matchup, 36% Minnesota and 64% Arizona. Giants and Chicago matchup, 97% Giants and 3% Chicago. So if Chicago finds a way to win on Sunday, that would be a huge upset because there's only a 3% chance the Bears are going to win on Sunday because they were so bad this year. Okay, next matchup, the Miami and the Raiders matchup. Not Raiders, sorry, the Rams matchup. I'm sorry, my mistake. 63% Miami, 37% LA. Okay, Rams, same darn difference. Patriots and Niners matchup, 97% Patriots and 3% Niners. Seattle and Philly matchup, 92% Seattle and 8% Philly. And for Sunday Night Football, Washington and Green Bay matchup, 55% Washington and 45% Green Bay. And for Monday Night Football, last but not least, Oakland and Houston matchup, 94% Oakland and 6% Houston. So those are my recap, for the previous week. Those are my brand new picks for this week. Kick off tonight. And one more thing, those are the percentages on these games for week number 11. Man, this season's almost over. I'm gonna miss it. Hey, one good thing is I'm looking forward to the playoffs. If my team is not gonna make it, regardless, I don't care. I'm gonna watch it regardless. I love the NFL playoffs, but that's a down road discussion. So if you like this, sorry about that. If you like this thing, give this thing a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And now my other social media accounts. Sorry, I have my Skype on. Sorry about the interruption. So good luck with your NFL picks for tonight. For Thursday Night Football, it should be a good game, better than last Thursday. And good luck with your NFL fantasy football. I'm doing terrible in my NFL fantasy football. I'm doing awful, like I said a few minutes ago. And that wraps it up. Have a good one. And one more thing. Right, is sign off. Good luck with your NFL teams.